Hey guys, sorry, our video going? All right, I want to spend just a very few minutes reviewing the patterns of contrast. These are some awesome phrases, and I want to see these phrases in your compare and contrast essay coming up, okay? So please feel very confident with these. Do the homework to practice them. Patterns of contrast. These are phrases that we use to show difference. Remember, contrast means difference. All right, and so we're going to look at a couple of noun patterns and then a verb or two. Okay, the first one is the difference between. And this is a great phrase. You have to remember the preposition between. Okay, and then we give our two items of contrast. Blank and blank is, and then tell me what's the difference. Okay, the difference between Michigan and Florida is the weather. Okay, now if you want to be general, like maybe in your thesis statement or in your essay, you might say, there are many differences between Michigan and Florida. Okay, and so in this case, we've got our verb up here. There are many differences between Michigan and Florida. You could say there is one main difference. There are three main differences. Okay, so we can use this as a general phrase as well. Don't forget the preposition between. All right, next one, so that's the first one. Next one, really great, is the verb differ from. This is a verb phrase. I'll put P for verb phrase, differ from. So differences between, differ from. And it's a verb. I differ from my sister. What does that mean? My sister and I are different. That's all it means. But it's a fancy way. Maybe you never use the verb differ. Try it out. I differ from you, right? My husband differs from me. My kids differ from each other. All right. Then we looked at the phrase in contrast, comma, and in contrast to. We said in contrast is a transition word. Please don't forget the comma after the phrase in contrast, and it comes at the beginning usually, and it sets off a comparison phrase. You can also use it with a semicolon, just like we used all of our transition words. In contrast to is followed by a noun because it is actually a preposition phrase. So it's followed by a noun. In contrast to me, in contrast to you, in contrast to Florida. So if you write in contrast to and you have no noun, it's wrong. You have to follow by a noun. We never have a preposition just hanging. In contrast to. In contrast to what? Okay, so remember, in contrast to something. In contrast to Florida. And then we often do use a comma after in contrast to. The whole phrase, in contrast to Florida. Okay, in contrast to Florida, comma, Michigan is very cold. Okay, these are really awesome. In contrast is a transition word. In contrast to is a preposition. And our last one is the adjective unlike. Okay, it's an adjective. And so we can use it before a noun, right? Adjectives describe nouns. Unlike me, comma, my sister is blonde. Shows our difference. Unlike me, comma, my sister is blonde. I'm not blonde. I'm brown-haired. She is blonde. So unlike me. So if you put unlike without a noun, it will be very wrong. Okay, so use unlike me, comma, my sister is blonde. All right, I hope that helps you. This is in your book, page 73. Go back, review those, know them, use them in your essay.